Hey everyone, good morning. I'm just going to check and see real quick if I am live everywhere. I'm planning to go live. Let me see. Everything's working. Okay, so I think we're good to go. So I'm on YouTube Live, on Instagram, our Facebook community here, and then also on my Facebook page. So anyway, welcome everybody to day one of the 5-day Intro to Sugar Detoxing Bootcamp. I'm Cynthia Ray. I'm your coach for this week, and we're going to be talking all about sugar detoxing. We also do liver detoxing later on after this. So we're going to start out with an intro to 5-day sugar detoxing, make it really easy. I have my books, if you've seen them before. So I have the 21-day sugar detox book, and I have a journal that goes along with it. So these are all, this journal itself is actually a newer thing. This just got published a few months ago. This is the old cover, but if you order a new one, you'll see the new pretty cover that looks more like the book itself. So we're going to use those later on. All right, so I'm Cynthia Ray. I'm going to be your coach for this week for the next 5 days. So welcome, everybody. So as you're tuning in, go ahead and tell me your name, where you're from, and tell me what the weather is like in your area. So share that so we can all get to know each other as we dive in this week. I'm going to be sharing all different kinds of stuff this week: metabolic, emotional, physical aspects of sugar, and some research actually that's kind of been coming out more recently that I'd love to share with you as we go along. My favorite topic is metabolic hormones and how it's affected by sugar and our mood and emotional eating and all those great things. All right. So we're going to be going live every day this week, Monday through Friday, from 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So it's going to be really short and sweet. I'm going to try to get in as much information for you all as possible. And feel free to comment along in the post wherever you're watching and let me know if you have any questions. I might ask some questions along the way as I'm talking. But at the very end, after it's all done, the recording for the day, I'll go back and I'll answer your questions. Even if you're watching this as a recording, go ahead and comment with your answers or with your questions, and I'll come back to it later and answer those for you. You can also feel free to message me privately in Facebook or on Instagram, and I'll get back to you. And if you're watching this on my YouTube channel, you can post a comment and I'll get back to you as well. All right, so for this week, I have given you all, if you don't have a copy yet, I'll put a link to it with this post. So I've given you all a 5-day sugar detox meal plan. So with this meal plan, you don't have to do it to a T. You can. It's a great resource. It's actually designed to help reduce sugar cravings. So if that, I'm thinking, is what you're looking for, then that is what you're going to be getting. Let me see if all my live is working as I'm going along. Let me see my Facebook community. Oh, yes. Awesome. Okay. So if you are posting comments in Facebook or anywhere else, I can't see them right now, like I said, so I'll come back to them after. But welcome, everybody. If you're just tuning in, go ahead and tell me who you are, where you're from, where you live, and the weather in your area currently. So I am Cynthia Ray. I'm a registered dietitian and fitness specialist. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3, married to my husband, Corey, for 23 years, coming up on 24 in January. And I'm passionate about what I do. I'm passionate about learning. I'm passionate about teaching. I love helping people. And honestly, I love a good challenge. So for my clients who have met with me in the past one-on-one, they know that I am very diligent about figuring things out when they can't, or even if we don't have an answer to something. I love a good challenging and figure things out for them. So I have a group session program. I have a private practice. I'm author of actually 4 different books now. The 21-day sugar detox. I have the journal that goes with it. And then I have my latest book, The Faster Way to Fat Loss After 40. And then also I'm part of a culmination book of testimonials of people's life and how God has helped them overcome struggles in their life, called Stories of His Glory. So it's been an amazing journey, all #1 best-selling books, and I'm really happy to be here to be able to coach you live and beyond you just reading the words in my books. So welcome again. All right. So we have that meal plan I was telling you about. You can follow it to a T completely. You can take some recipes from it and follow it, from, kind of pick and choose a few recipes that you might like from there. Or you can just not use it at all and just eliminate sugar in your diet this week, which is simple enough. But like I said, the foods that are incorporated in the Sugar Detox meal plan actually help to reduce sugar cravings. I also have a sweet treat alternative list that you can use this week. So if you do have some sugar cravings, then it'll help you without breaking your detox this week. So I hope that helps. I will post all those in the link. If you've registered for this group, you will have gotten those in your email. So make sure that you register for this group. It's only $7 if you haven't yet. You're welcome to jump in for free today, get to know me, and get to know what we're going to be doing this week. So again, I'll share that in the comments or in the post after I post the recording later today. All right, like I said, we'll be meeting for 30 minutes every day. As we go, I might ask some questions, so go ahead and feel free to comment in the comment section. And let's see, a little housekeeping. So each day, I'm going to be giving you a little homework assignment. So with that homework assignment is also going to be a raffle prize entry. So once you complete the homework assignment, really basic, simple things, but it's ways to get you going with your sugar detox journey this week and keep you motivated and inspired and something to do each day. I kind of like having something to do when I'm pursuing a bigger goal. So you can get a little homework each day. You get to choose between, if you are a raffle prize winner, you get to choose between a free gift from my Etsy store, a copy of one of my books, one of choice, and then 20 or 25% off of one of my upcoming courses or programs. So all of you will do the homework. I'm going to raffle who won for that particular day. And then tomorrow, I'm going to share who won the raffle for that day, and then reach out to you privately and ask you which of the 3 prizes that you would like to choose from. Okay, let's see. All right, so I'm planning to do 30 minutes of education with you all each day. I'm going to do my best to run through it, but hold tight and we'll get through it. If you want to watch the replay, it'll be available for everybody. It'll be recorded. If you missed anything in this or you want to rewatch it, of course, you're welcome to watch it again, rewind it, and then come back to it later on. All right, so this group's intention is just to get you started with sugar detoxing. It's you're going to feel amazing at the end, actually, by accomplishing for 5 days. I know 5 days doesn't feel like a lot. For some of you, it might feel like a lot if this is brand new. Sometimes sugar detoxing, I know, can be very scary. Just to have something taken away from you or feel like something's taken away from you. Or maybe you're just coming into this willing to let it go because you really are ready to, and you really need somebody to say, today's your day. Let's get started. Some of you might just be watching this and thinking, oh, I just want to learn more about what this is all about, who Cynthia is and how she works and how she helps people. So that's what we are here for this week. So depending on where you're at, everybody's welcome. This is a week of informational week. You can take it for what it is. You can do it 100% and feel amazing at the end of the week. And as we go along each day, you're going to learn more and more about how this is so beneficial to your well-being that you're going to not want to not do it. So you're really going to want to do it the more you hear and the more you learn from me this week. All right. So let's go ahead and start out with a brief little mindfulness meditation for you all, just to kind of center ourselves, put yourself in the place that you are right now, whether you've been running around, if you're driving in your car, maybe wait to do this later, but just kind of stop yourself from all the busyness that's happening in life right now. So go ahead and close your eyes if you're sitting. If you're standing, go ahead and take a seat somewhere and close your eyes. Plant your feet firmly on the floor or the ground, resting your shoulders, resting your hips to your seat, letting your shoulders melt down, slowly breathing. Once your body's all melted, Go and inhale through your nose. Take a deep breath. Inhale. And through your mouth, exhale. Feel your body melt down with each exhale. And again, take a deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do 2 more. This time, take a deep breath. Inhale and hold it at the top. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. And slowly exhale. Letting your whole body melt down. Legs, hips, thighs, shoulders, neck, jaw. And let's do that one more time. Take a deep breath. Inhale. And hold it at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And release. Release everything down. Right down into your seat, into your chair. And breathe normally, keeping your eyes closed. Notice how you smell anything around you. Let's go ahead and engage our senses, keeping your eyes closed. What do you smell? Wherever you're at. Maybe it's food. Maybe it's, I don't know, maybe the detergent on your clothing. See what you smell in your space. Maybe it's just a neutral space. It smells fresh, clean. And see what you feel. How do your clothes feel on your skin? Do they feel tight? Do they feel loose? Soft? And feeling what the seat feels like underneath your legs. What's the texture like? Soft, smooth, rough. And then, what do you hear? I hear the clock ticking behind me. Maybe people in the background. Maybe you're in a quiet place. When your eyes are closed, go ahead and open them up. What do you see around you? Go around your space. What colors do you see? Just really being mindful of your present space. Good. And nice and relaxed, roll those shoulders. All right, welcome. Let's dive in and get started with all of our info today. Feel free to keep yourself in this relaxing space. Enjoy the way this feels. Nice, easy breathing. All right, so you can feel free to stay in this space as I move on. All right, I'm going to share with you a copy of what our meal plan looks like. If you haven't seen it yet, let's see here if I can do that. Okay. Close some of these screens. Okay. So right here is a copy of our meal plan that we will be using this week. It's kind of a cutoff copy, but this is it. So what we're going to be doing is we're also going to be doing, along with sugar detoxing, a little bit of intermittent fasting to allow your body to get a little break from eating, reset your digestive system, kind of reset those gut bacteria if you're having any issues with gut bacteria. So I'm going to have you, in the morning when you wake up, I just put this as a sample schedule. When you wake up in the morning, to have some hot water, some hot tea and water, or you can even have hot lemon water in the morning. It's a great refresher. At 9 a.m., you can do your workout. This is a great time to exercise because you are using up the cortisol that's elevated, that was beautifully put there by God to wake you up in the morning. So you might as well use that energy up. Cortisol provides extra energy. And then after you eat around, after you exercise, get yourself ready for the day. Then at 10 a.m., you can eat breakfast. These are just some options. This is a paleo style meal plan, which is exactly the same as what I have in my 21-day Sugar Detox book. Different meal plan, same style. This is a paleo style. So it's higher in healthy fats, higher in protein, and lower on the carbohydrate end. Not no carbohydrate, but low carbohydrate in order for you to decrease sugar cravings. So my theory and what I've noticed over the past 30 years of being in nutrition practice is that we tend to eat what we tend to crave what we eat more of. So if you eat more sweets, if you eat more carby foods, you're going to crave more of those things and fall into that trap. If you're eating healthy whole food, veggies, some fruit, healthy fats, proteins, you're going to crave more of those things. So I always like to say, whatever you starve will die, whatever you feed will grow. Right. So if you think of that with sugar detoxing, the less often you have it, the less you're going to crave it. So I have to be honest though, by day 2 or 3, actually between days 2 and 4, I've seen and I've experienced it myself where sugar cravings are even more increased than usual. So what's happening is when we eat sugar, we have a little spike in our reward center, in our dopamine or in our serotonin, and our brain really likes that, as well as our gut bacteria. So there's certain gut bacteria in there that really love it, particularly Candida. Candida is a fungus that's found in our gut that can be exacerbated, or it can overgrow actually in your intestinal system and cause bloating, cause indigestion, cause any bowel issues, essentially. If it continues to grow, you can also end up with thrush on your tongue. If you stick your tongue out, if it has a white coating, kind of like a furry coating on it, it means you have candida overgrowth or overage. It can also negatively affect your immune system. There's so many things that can happen. It actually affect your sleep as well. So when you are feeding candida sugar, it's just going to grow, and when you and it's going to crave it. So when you start to detox sugar or fast sugar for a few days, the candida is like, oh my goodness, or even your brain chemistry say, oh my goodness, what's going on? The candida is saying, I need sugar to survive. They are wired for survival, as we are wired for survival. So it's going to make your cravings more enhanced. So keep that in mind. Know that it's okay. Know that you're doing the right thing. Just don't give into it. You can utilize your sweet treat alternatives list that you'll get when you register for the group, and it'll be a lot easier once you have a better understanding. Honestly, once you get back past that hump of day 3 or day 2 to day 4 of elevated sugar cravings, just know that it will go away. That means that's peaking, and and it's trying so hard, the stronger your cravings are, just know the next day it's going to be over. Okay. So have hope in that, have faith in that. I've done this many times myself. I've done this with hundreds of women over the years, and just know that it'll be okay. You also may experience some sugar detox symptoms, which feel flu-like symptoms, headache, body ache, extra fatigue. Just know that this is your detoxing. You also may be surfacing some cold or flu that's in your body while you're detoxing. But also you're detoxing the sugar that once it comes out of your cells, it ends up circulating in your bloodstream right before you get rid of it. So just know that when you are feeling those symptoms, that it's okay, that you're actually about to relieve um, those symptoms, or to relieve your sugar overage in your body. So just know that that's okay. You know what? It looks like my battery for my computer is dying. So let me get somebody to get my charger for me. So I hope you're excited about this. Just know that these symptoms are normal and that you can just ride through it. However, if you do have flu-like symptoms, just know if you have a flu-like symptoms are okay, but if you have an elevated body temperature, know that that's above and beyond that you may actually be sick. Sugar detox symptoms do not include elevated body temperature or like fever. So if you're experiencing that, you reach out to me and we can reevaluate whether or not you need to break your sugar detox or continue on. Okay, okay. I thought I was all charged up. Okay. All right, let's move on. So this is the meal plan that we're going to be using this week. Let's see if I can close this out. Yay, I am new to this particular system that I'm using. So I'm trying to see. Yay, it worked. Awesome. Okay. So, first assignment this week is to download your meal plan, grab your grocery list. I don't have a grocery list actually for this particular one, unfortunately. I'm working on it, but wasn't able to finish it before we met today. So, just know that that's available. It can be available to you soon, but otherwise, just grab your meal plan, see what you need from the grocery store, head to the store, grab what you need, and be ready for day one today or starting day two. If you are planning on doing the 21-day sugar detox itself, thank you. If you're planning on doing the 21-day sugar detox itself, we will be starting that next Monday, this coming Monday. So that is an option for you. And this is just kind of an intro to get you started. All right, so let's start here. If you are feeling like you eat sweets even if you're not hungry, if you experience sugar withdrawals, let me put my charger in here. If you experience sugar withdrawal symptoms, if it's really tough for you, if you suspect that you might have an issue or have had an issue with drug or alcohol abuse, sometimes even if it's familial, sugar cravings or sugar, struggling with sugar can be an issue. If you get out of bed at night to eat sweets, if you have skin eruptions or breakouts, experience constant fatigue, find yourself hiding your sugar habit, have headaches, not sleeping well, or waking up feeling nauseous. If you're feeling like you're extra dehydrated, if you have tooth decay or cavities, you're feeling hungry even though you just ate, you get bloated after you eat, you feel shame and guilt whenever you eat sugar, and you just can't lose weight no matter what you do, this is a perfect place for you to be. If you answered yes to 3 or more of these questions, you are ready for our 5-day sugar detox journey this week. So when I was younger, probably in like the early 90s, and the fat-free movement was so popular with all the fat-free chips and products and crackers and cookies and all that stuff, actually ended up leaving me with more sugar cravings because I wasn't eating a well-balanced diet. I was afraid of fat. A lot of people were actually, that fat would make them fat, but we know now that that's not the case. And because of that, it led me to my own personal struggle with sugar. And I was constantly craving sugar. I was also undernourished. I wasn't eating enough in an attempt to lose weight. I was just, crash dieting, taking out fats, eating a lot of fat-free foods. And because I ate that way, unbalanced and extremely low fat, or attempted to be fat-free, it made it even more difficult for me to get out of the sugar craving. So when you have a well-balanced diet, when it's higher in fat, lower in carbohydrate, with plenty of veggies and plenty of protein, you're going to naturally decrease your sugar craving. So that's kind of the take-home message for today, knowing how to balance out your diet in order to get rid of sugar craving. So that's something I really struggled with in the past. And even now, what I do is I eat the way I'm describing to you all. But I also set aside special time during the week with my family. We have what we call dessert day. So we have either Wednesdays or Saturdays as an optional family dessert day, whether we buy it at the grocery store and bring it home, or we go out together and make it a special event. So when you're going to decide to eat sugar, and we bring this back in later on, either at the end of the 21-day challenge or at the end of this week, make sure that you're only going for what you absolutely love. Never settle. That's my biggest message for all the women I work with, is never settle for whatever is around you to grab just because you're having a craving. Make sure that you're going out of your way to get the absolute favorite thing that you love. And it's worth it. You're worth it. And you'll appreciate it more if you sit with it, enjoy it, be mindful when you're eating. It's such a much more amazing experience, and it'll reduce your cravings and feeling of being addicted. So, by the way, there is no such thing as sugar addiction. That's actually a myth. So our bodies really, really do crave not sugar, but the response that sugar gives your brain. So it really likes that dopamine. It really likes that serotonin release. And like I said before, the candida that really craves that sugar for survival is what feels like you can be addicted to it. Also, like I said, emotional reasons. Maybe you have trouble connecting with people, and going to sugar makes you feel more connected. food does actually act as a drug. So don't think that that's not true but it's only a temporary fix, right? So once that dopamine goes up, that serotonin goes up, you're like, oh, that feeling of feeling reassured, feeling connected with, feeling loved, really is that dopamine. Also, a little bit of oxytocin release. So oxytocin is that love hormone that connects us with other people or to feel accepted and loved and at peace. So know that that does happen with sugar. However, it doesn't last, right? I've worked with women for so many years. I've worked in the eating disorders world, binge eating disorder world for so many years in private practice. I've seen this so many times in myself and many other women. And we work on understanding the emotional need for connection and let the other stuff go away, right? So I have a good friend of mine, Dr. Nina Sabal-Rocklin, who says she's a specialist in binge eating. And she says, it's not about the food you're eating, it's what's eating you that you want to look at. So keep that in mind. You also may crave sugar because of a blood sugar imbalance. When your blood sugar levels go down, your body naturally wants to crave more and you go for more sugar, lacking appropriate nutrients. Excuse me, cravings can sometimes be a signal that your body is lacking key nutrients such as magnesium, chromium, or B vitamins. And then these deficiencies can disrupt your body's ability to regulate blood sugar, and which leads to more cravings. That's why we're having a higher fat, higher protein diet this week to eliminate those cravings. Another reason why, like I said before, emotional eating and stress, even boredom can count as stress. A lot of times people think of boredom as like this neutral place, but really is a place of stress because you're stressed out about not having anything to do, which can actually lead to sugar cravings. Hormonal changes, of course, hormonal fluctuations, especially in women, can lead to sugar cravings, especially progesterone. During those last 10 days of your cycle, when progesterone wants to be elevated, your progesterone actually needs a little bit more carbohydrate, but healthier carbohydrate and lots of magnesium, which is why women tend to crave chocolate during that time because it's higher in magnesium and also carbs, but it's not the kind your progesterone needs. It actually needs whole food, plant carbohydrates and supplemental magnesium or really dark chocolate that'll really give you that satisfaction that you're looking for. Also, lack of sleep, poor quality of sleep can also increase ghrelin. And ghrelin is that hunger hormone, which I'm going to talk a lot about in a couple of days from now. It can also decrease your leptin, which leptin helps you to feel satisfied. So if ghrelin is up, you're extra hungry, leptin is low, you're not getting satisfied. It's going to make you want to crave more sugar. Excuse me. Dehydration. Sometimes sugar cravings can be confused with thirst. When you're dehydrated, your body may signal for quick energy, leading you craving for sweets. Also, a diet high in processed foods, consuming a lot of processed foods, which are often laden with hidden sugars, can lead to more cravings. Your body becomes accustomed to frequent intake of sugar and continues to demand it. And then we have gut microbiome imbalance. Like I said before, an imbalance in your gut bacteria can influence cravings. Certain bacteria really thrive on sugar. So when you're not eating very much, it's going to want more. Also, habitual eating patterns, right? So if you're used to eating sugary snacks while you're watching a movie at a certain time of day, maybe after dinner and you want something sweet, or when you're watching TV at night, that habit can create a trigger and trigger cravings because of that routine, which isn't necessary. All right, and then also having a diet that is low in protein and fiber. So meals lacking in protein and fiber can cause sugar cravings. These nutrients help stabilize blood sugar and keep you feeling full longer, preventing the dips that lead to cravings, exactly what I was saying earlier. And then the other thing that can cause cravings before we finish up is if you've taken a lot of antibiotics in the past. So wiping out those gut bacteria can cause candida overgrowth and cause increased intense cravings. One research study said that we identified that the underlying reason for this outcome was not nutritional or a caloric need, but rather a behavioral motivation to eat more of a desirable food when gut bacteria are missing, and performed initial analysis to validate changes in brain activity. So they're saying that both gut and brain health are intimately involved in sugar cravings, which may make you feel like you're addicted or having a hard time getting out of it. So a lot of times if you might trigger yourself, let's say you haven't eaten sugar for several days and all of a sudden you grab something to eat that's sugary and sweet, but you haven't craved it in a while and all of a sudden you're having it, it may be a trigger for you to want to have more the next day, but it doesn't have to be. You can make a plan. You can grab your sweet treat alternatives that'll still give you the same satisfaction of eating something sweet without feeding the candida or feeding your serotonin and dopamine, but still just feeling satisfied overall in your mouth. So anyway, I hope that helps. I try to share a lot in a short period of time today. Tomorrow, let me share with you what we're going to be doing this rest of this week. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to be talking about how to combat emotional eating. Then Wednesday, day 3, what to add and what to eliminate in your diet to help things. Day 4, how to make it work, time-tested strategies for completing a sugar detox, the full one. And then day 5, breaking the cycle forever. So we're going to go into a lot of detail, like I said, metabolic things, a little bit of research in here and there. So let me go ahead and share with you our assignment for today. I know I'm a little bit over, but the assignment for today, so are you ready? This is for the raffle. So make sure to do this assignment. Head to the grocery store and get ready for day 2. Once you've done that, if you've done it already, great. Once you've done that, comment done on this feed, wherever you're watching me, whatever channel you're watching me on, comment done, D-O-N-E, and that you've completed it. And then tag me in it so that way I can find you and find your comment so that you can be added to the raffle. Okay? That's pretty much it. Also, if you need to, clear your cabinets of processed and sugary foods if it helps. Sometimes having them out of sight, out of mind helps. And make a plan, go to the store, get your groceries that you need to help you be successful. So anyway, I hope that helps today. Just a reminder, today is your day 1. It's time to get out of your comfort zone, invite a friend, get some accountability. Being here, telling at least one person that you're doing this, me knowing that you're here is a level of accountability. And that why not? These 5 days are going to go by anyway. So why not go for it? I'm at the end of my 2nd week of my sugar detox, going into my 3rd, and have been doing this with my Ageless Body Blueprint course group. And we did a liver detox and a parasite candida cleanse. And now I'm doing the sugar detox. So I'm doing this with you. It's not just me telling you what to do. I'm living this out as well. And then a great affirmation for today that you can write down. And in the morning, you can look at it. You can say to yourself, I can say no to sugar and I will be okay. I am not mastered by anything but by God. Today is my day 1. Okay, so you can say, I can say no to sugar. I can say no to sugar and I will be okay. I am not mastered by anything but by God. And today is my day 1. So I hope that helps. Keep that in mind as your affirmation for today. Today is your day 1. You're not mastered by anything. You can easily say no to sugar, and we will move on to day 2 tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. This is kind of an intro today, overview. We're going to dive in a little bit deeper as the week goes along. So get ready. If you need to grab a journal, your phone, whatever device you take notes on, have that ready, and we will do that. All right. I'll see you all in the chat, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.